Hi everyone, it's Jen with Spirited Saturdays, and this week we are talking about cultivating confidence. You have every single right in the world to feel confident about yourself. You have every right to practice confidence. You have every single right to proudly assert yourself in this world. And why is that? It's because you're you, and because you have something to offer to this world that nobody else does. When I was growing up, I thought that I didn't have an identity. This was like a problem I had. So I looked at other people and I would notice their identities on like in hyper mode. I would notice that every single person around me had a very, very strong identity that they projected out into the world. And I would notice how their mannerisms played into who they were. And I would just adore everything about them because it made them them. And I would be able to sit there and pick apart why a person was awesome. And every single person in my life would have a completely different list of things that would explain why they were awesome. And yet somehow they were all equally incredible. And I could not apply that to myself. I thought that I was the only person in my world that somehow just didn't have an identity. So I would try to kind of mold myself to maybe act like other people because I felt empty. And as I grew and as I struggled, because this is a huge part of why I developed an eating disorder, I mean, one of many things that fundamentally played into it, I became aware of who I was. I started to see what other people were seeing in me. I felt like maybe I was seen in a way that I saw other people, in the same kind of like, you are special kind of way. So, it took a long time for me to build that up, but I recognize that just like every single other person, every person that's in my life, every person that I appreciate for whatever reason, I also have an essence about me. So do you. Everybody has a reason to feel confident about themselves. Everybody deserves that. Part of recovery is being able to just connect with people on a very authentic level. When you can do that and when you can have those relationships with people, then no matter what they look like, you see them as them. You see them as the essence of who they are. And so if they change looks in any way, that never changes. You always continue to see them as the essence of who they are. So not only do you see other people in that way, but you see yourself in that way. You see yourself as not subject to the surface. You begin to like yourself. I mean, that's what recovery lets you do. It lets you like yourself. I can be myself on a day where I don't feel I look my best. I can proudly assert myself in this world because I like myself now. And I'm not ashamed to admit that. And I think that's a great thing. I think that's a strength. So, I'm learning more about who I am and I'm liking that person. And it lets me appreciate the people in my life more because I opened up the gates for them to come in, and it lets me let them see me and appreciate me, which replenishes, which fuels, my own confidence, and then I can give back to them. So it's all good. You deserve to have a ton of confidence in yourself. And that means that if you're just starting recovery, you can start to build that confidence. You can have it because you're you. And I'm so serious about this. Look in the mirror. Don't look for body flaws. Don't scrutinize. Really try to put the scrutinizing on hold just for now. Look in the mirror and look at yourself and maybe even talk. And just look in the mirror and be yourself and see yourself and recognize yourself and realize that you're pretty kick-ass. You're pretty awesome. You are really awesome because you're you. And nobody else can be you. You are the best you. So when other people look at you, they see you. And they see that person. If somebody doesn't like you, that's not you. That's not about you. So don't even worry about that. What matters right now is that you look into the mirror, you recognize who you are in this very moment, you recognize your essence, and you recognize all the things you're worth and all the things that you deserve in this life. And you can have all of those things because you're awesome. You're awesome. You're strong. You are incredible. And you just need to tell yourself this every single day. Even if you have to lie a little bit because you don't fully believe it, you can, and you can build on that. Okay? All right. Take care and be you. Okay.